Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Emil Ennis Jr. back here with Clever News. And in her new book, Priyanka Chopra apologizes for her past controversial skin lightening beauty campaigns. Let's get into it. While we all know Priyanka Chopra from shows and movies like Quantico, Baywatch, and Isn't It Romantic, she had a long career before making it big in the United States. Back in the early 2000s, Priyanka won Miss India World and landed her first major roles in Bollywood movies. She eventually became prominent in American TV and films around 2015, and her starring role in Quantico on ABC made her the first South Asian actress to headline an American network drama series. But before all of her major roles, Priyanka took some smaller acting and modeling gigs, and when looking back, she has some major regrets about some of these projects. Over the years, fans have been taking to Twitter to call out Priyanka for participating in skin lightening ad campaigns. This criticism particularly picked up last year after she spoke out on the Black Lives Matter movement. Fans called her hypocritical as they shared Priyanka's post side by side with the problematic skin lightening ads that she once modeled in. One fan even shared this video clip of Priyanka during an interview saying she would never want to lighten her skin, but then followed up with her skin lightening cream commercials.
I would never go around saying that, you need to become fair and that's the only way you'll be beautiful, because I don't endorse that.
Now with Lycopene, gives your skin a radiant pinkish white glow.
1. Lightens skin tone. 2. Reduces dark spots.
According to Metro UK, these commercials have continued to air in India throughout Priyanka's career, and in her new book, Unfinished, Priyanka broke her silence on these commercials and the subsequent backlash that she's received. Priyanka's book comes out on Thursday, but Metro gave fans a sneak peek at what she says about this controversy. The outlet said that Priyanka opened up about, quote, making homemade fairness concoctions to try and change her skin tone as a teenager, and often used store-bought products which had a lightening aspect. She explained that, quote, the idea that a fair skin tone is something to aspire to has been drilled into Indian culture for centuries. And when speaking about the specific campaigns that she was involved in, Priyanka said she even tried talking to the brand about the harmful message their products push, but nothing was changed. Priyanka writes, quote, in the ads, the lightening of my skin seemed to be a primary point, while other attributes of the product were minimally showcased. All I could think of was how I'd felt as a teenage girl using store-bought and homemade fairness concoctions because I believed my skin color made me unattractive. She continued on and explained that even while she was filming the commercials as a young actress, she knew how problematic they were. Priyanka said, I thought about how pained I felt when I was called as a child. I was now promoting the destructive messages that had so eaten away at my sense of self-worth when I was growing up, and I knew the only person I could blame was myself. She looked back on the experience with deep regret and offered her sincere apologies to people who still have to see ads like this. Priyanka wrote, quote, looking back, this was one of the biggest missteps of my career and is one of my most profound regrets. I can't go back and change what I did, but I can apologize, and I do sincerely. To all the people who saw the harmful messaging that I contributed to all the people who still have to see the commercials like these in every medium, I am deeply sorry. She also shared her hopes that this discussion will lead to a time when people, quote, will no longer feel the pressure to alter their skin tones. And we sure hope so. Priyanka's skin tone and all skin tones are beautiful and should be embraced exactly how they are. Hopefully people around the world can embrace this message, and we're glad Priyanka is having the conversation. But Huffington Post also shared another excerpt from Priyanka's book where a Hollywood director told her that she needed plastic surgery to make it as an actress in the United States. Priyanka wrote, he stared at me long and hard, assessing me, and then suggested that I get a boob job, fix my jaw, and add a little more cushioning to my butt. If I wanted to be an actress, he said, I need to have my proportions fixed, and he knew a great doctor in LA he could send me to. My then manager voiced his agreement with the assessment. Over time, she said she's learned to stand up for herself and not let anyone think less of her skin tone or her body. She told Elle that, quote, as a teenager, I was meeker. Then as time went by and I started feeling the support of the world, I started coming into my own as a woman. It took a long time to be able to say, I don't want to be meek, I want to be bold. If you want to read more about all of this, her book will be released everywhere on February 11th. And if you want more on Priyanka Chopra, you can click right over here for another Clever News video, and then let us know what you think about what she had to say in her book, and if you'll be picking up a copy yourself down in the comment section below. I'm your host, Emil Ennis Jr. You can find me on Instagram at Emil Ennis Jr., and I'll see you soon right back here on Clever News. Bye, y'all.